my wife's cousin came with her. And we didn't know that my wife's cousin was going to be there. So my wife ran into Irene, her cousin, and we started talking, you know. And then her friend, who was the pastor, the speaker, came over, and she introduced me to her. And we just started talking. One thing led to another. And she had been dealing in Alamogordo, New Mexico, with Satanists, some heavy-duty Satanists, you know, where she would go up into the mountain and pray against the satanic cult, you know. And so I decided I would share what had happened to me, you know, with her. And I said, you know, and she had been dealing with this for almost 10 years. And I said, what happened to me? Can you explain to me what happened to me? And she said, yeah, I can, Pastor. They came inside of you. I said, what? They came inside of you, but they couldn't stay. And they can never stay, you know. I said, but I think, and this is where she enlightened me. She says, I think the reason why God allowed this experience is so that you can feel the fear that these victims are going through when you are trying to deliver them. So don't take them for granted. Don't take them for granted. These victims suffer. Can you imagine the terror when they see, you know, apparitions in the room? I've seen it all. I've had my kids in my living room, you know, yelling and screaming, my grandkids yelling and screaming, and I go downstairs and there's nobody there, you know. I could share so many things, you know, of how the demonic spirit world, you know, came into my home to try to intimidate me, to try to frighten me. They did. You know, sometimes they would do a good job, you know. But I never gave up, you know. So when you go through this, you know, never close your eyes. Never close your eyes when you're praying, when you're addressing a person in prayer, you know, for repentance or salvation. So pastors, when they come up to the altar, you know, you put your hand on